Hi everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc! That's why I didn't leave that room in between episodes, because I thought that because it was the other room I entered that probably someone will scream or something again, because that's been the theme so far in this wild ghost chase, where two people have been dead and then their bodies have disappeared, and I think they actually used the time machine that they call an air purifier to go back in time and kill themselves, and really they are both alive or something. Makoto?
Come on.
Why are you standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean?
Indeed.
I found them. Ifumi and Taka's body had both been hidden in the repository. Repository? I already done in Ansakra. We'll get on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? Wait. Where is that? Can I see name of the places or something now? Yeah, word. How did I? Transcript, yeah. Wasn't there something I could see more? They're like, no. Controls, yeah. This isn't even... How do I can't... Oh, there we had it. Map. Then, repository, physics lab. Oh! Oh, shit! The room that I was... Why can't I enter here? I want to enter here! The place that actually also have the murder weapons, or where the murder weapons should be found. Of course. Why can't I go here? Sakura, can you break this open for me, game? Nope, I don't want to deal with you. Like, why the fuck? Are the bodies here somewhere? Yeah, they're in there. I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. Up ahead is the repository. The door never turned. I guess it's unlocked. Yeah, I have no choice but to go inside. Why was it locked and how did it unlock? Who opened the door? So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw them both hugging each other. No? Huh. The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. What? I missed. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes were unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. Do we have to go for the trial already?
A body has been discovered!
Oh.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Oh. Why? So one of the bodies we found first was found there and 3 discovered it. But one of them wasn't real, or was another nowadays? Oh. Why was that message this time here? Oh, holy shit.
And so here we are. Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma fight. I was going to hand it out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Yes, and it ever already.
Now make sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later.
Okay, see ya later.
Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know.
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever, ever, they never coming back. Because you're reacting like that, I feel still like they will come back somehow. Awful. This is all just too awful. Ina suddenly burst into tears. She clutches at Hifumi's lifeless body. Oh.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe. That might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. It's a game. Oh. Will he actually wake up? Yeah. Haha! Whatever! This wasn't... God damn it.
He's alive again?
God damn it, it's just...
Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Yes, winter is coming! By the way, on my work... I shouldn't take this now. We'll take it later, maybe.
Hifumi! Wake up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything.
Oh.
Before
That's...
I met you all. I met you all.
Oh. See it! Oh god. His memories are all blended together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light, it's reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasu.
Is Yasuhiro? Yeah. His eyes closed, and they never opened again. God. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. This can restore a person's real vitality. You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Couldn't get this way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary thing word. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said, Yashiro right.
Then perhaps...
Yashiro Hagakure? That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So, in other words,
And with that, the case is solved. No. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi. And then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
that's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life of this game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death, the trial will conclude without much trouble. No, it's so much more. Yeah, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. Hit me baby one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this, to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it! Right, investigate, yeah. First I better check the Monokuma file. The victim were Fumo Yamada and Kyotaka Ishimuro. The case of death of each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it!
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. This is no problem. After all, the events of this ski and fall before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma fight could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's been bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko? The one that actually know about it being a time machine, maybe? Is it her? I thought I could trust her!
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumu were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice?
An accomplice?
What are you doing here?
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question.
What question?
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
What if they kill one each?
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Unless that two buddies found and two did the killing.
In other words,
So basically you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then...
So, are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate, and accomplice gets nothing.
It doesn't say that only one can be blackened. Only one blackened can graduate though.
In other words,
That means there can be two blackened. Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action.
Oh. Who devised it? The true blackened. So just one person. What? Would that be alter ego? Maybe?
well now.
That's enough for explaining. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants.
So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. Unless she tricked him to murder, then she would be the one making the plot, making the force there. It would be like Leo killing her that he was the blackened then. But what if... really she was the blackened? Because she was the one that conducted all that. But you know, if Kyoko had sent that note, making them force there, making them have them fight and having that one killed, then she almost would have been the blackened instead because she was the one that conducted all, made the plot and all that. Would that work? You may be right. If that's true then, Kyoko, where are you?
However...
As long as she is not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. I think she will come up here at the end, maybe for the trial or maybe after that and be like, I have new information about Monokuma and all this.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. I do. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack.
What? I am offended!
Yeah, when did you?
I've been looking all over for you, master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you the milksack swimmer girl.
Milksack?
Why do I get to be suspect?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
So what? I'm like a special suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know.
She's right about that. When we heard Hifema scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still laying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murder screen for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post the guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappear again.
So then...
Hina and I can handle it. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway because I'm kind of an airhead, but still, yeah.
It's all clear now.
Then, that's that. Let's begin. The whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. You don't say now. Maybe you have a brain after all. Has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Yeah, let's look at those mallets finally. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets! Could a justice hammer have been designed using these as a model? You mean they've taken them and then just recolor them? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. Doesn't it seem like 1, 2, 3, 4 are missing there? Is it only me thinking that? You know how they are both up and down if they should all be filled out? They all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait! For some reason this hammer isn't dirty at all. And it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So, the bullet hammers missing isn't like, yeah, we took those hammers and used them. No, of course not. Why would that be? That'd be stupid, right? Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. It's a really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone that so big? From the nurse office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh, wait. Something off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. Oh, that's his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. And here they aren't, yeah. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? Hifumi's glasses have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I mean, I thought it were different, but I didn't notice that it was his glasses at all. And why doesn't you have white hair any longer? Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And a tarp laid out under his body. Oh, so that's how we moved that body at least. I see. The one that wasn't suspicious at all that I looked at. To move Taka's body. Yes, and then Hifumu, that wasn't actually dead, went up here, washed off maybe, cleaned his glasses so he could see at least and go up here, and then he was murdered here. That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Yeah. Blue tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Yeah. Let's talk with you, Sakura. There are many aspects to this incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Are they telling me there will be a lot of red herrings? Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Yes? Well, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search, and soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning just after 7 o'clock. Yeah. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo-Justice. It also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Bakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office. Oh. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. Holy shit, it's becoming so clear when you go through it. Based on Celeste's claim, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then right after that... Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... Ah! Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi is in the nurse office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Bakuya and Toko pursued the suspect on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse office... we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement. And that wasn't his body. It was Taka. Oh. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others of what had happened.
However...
But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's body were discovered right about the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. Yes, yeah! Celestine! You almost tricked me! And that's when I showed up and told you and Bakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me and Bakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body had disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remember we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Or hallucinating all or something. This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And there we rediscovered 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. She has been here all the... Ah, goddamn. Yeah. And that brings us up to now.
However...
Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at it again, just let me know. I'm fine, anytime. No, I have it clear now. I was so stuck in my own theories, but when... Holy shit, Sakura, you helped me so much, it's Celestine! It's clearly her, it was like, she's the only one that actually saw that guy. And that picture, it was so taken, but still. And yeah, God damn it. And Hifumi was the accomplice, but he then got betrayed and killed here after he moved Taka's body, after he himself left when Celestine took Hina? Are you Hina? Ashina, that was Hina. Moved with, they both went to the bathroom. I wonder why I thought it was she that went, but it was Celestine that brought them there so he could escape. He cleared his glasses so he would be able to see. And I went up here and here she killed him, betrayed him, and then we're like, oh look, I found the bodies. Mystery solved! Yeah!